Hi guys, welcome back to my diary. And if you're new here, in this space, I talk about forex related stuff, the mistake I've made, and most important, the lesson that I've learned and I keep learning every day. Now, if you find this video very interesting, kindly hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and let's grow together. In today's video, I want us to learn about the major pairs and the session. Did you know that whenever you come into the forex market, like their session and their major pairs that controls the other. So if you did not know, that is today's lesson. And to start the video, I want to tell you that there are 8 major pairs that they are widely traded in the forex market, and they include, let me write for you. The first one is called AUD. I know you are wondering what is that, but I'll tell you the full meaning of AUD. Then we have CAD. Another one we have CHF. We have G, GBP. Then we have Euro. I know that one is common. So many of you know that one. We have JPY, JPY. Then you have NSD, NZD, NSD. And the last one, we have USD. Are they 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are the major pairs that they are mostly traded in the forex market. And you see, I've said AUD. That is not a pair. Okay, that is not a pair. For it to be complete, it must have a base and a code. For example, when I say, Audi USD, this is a pair. When it is like that, it is a complete pair. Which one is the first one? This one, we call it a base, and the second one, we call it a code, so that it is complete. It has to be like this, so that it is complete. This is a base, and the second one, let me use a different color. That is a base, and the second one is a wood. Wood. Now, when it is like that, it is already complete. So you trade using a base and a code. For it to be complete, you cannot trade Audi alone. You have to trade it as Audi USD, Audi, Audi card, like no Audi CHF, but as long as it has a code that is complete. Okay, so you'll never find it being alone. It has to be a pair. Now, the full meaning of this one that I've written for you here, like AUD, it stands for Australian dollar. Okay, but when you come to the market, sometimes it is very hard to keep on saying Australian dollar. So it is easier. You just use the three word AUD. Like it depends with how you want to pronounce it. The second one, this one, we have a card. I call it, okay, card. It is Canadian dollar. Okay, the third one, CHF. It stands for Switzerland, France. Like it's very hard. That word is very hard for me to pronounce. And this one, it is called GBP. It stands for Great Britain Pound. And this is the best pair to trade, especially if you are trading the London session. Now I'll go to the session when I finish this one. Then from there, EUR, it stands for European Euro. It stands for Eurozone Euro. European, it stands for Euro. I know most of you know that one. JPY, obvious, it stands for Japanese yen. This one is quite easy. NSD, it stands for New Zealand dollar. You see, they're not hard, but with time, when you keep on practicing, you see them most of the time, you get to know them. And the last one, I know this one, so many people know this one. So many people, they know this one. This one is USD, United States dollar. I know those, so many people, at least they understand. Maybe the one that people don't know much is about the CHF JPY and SD, but at least so many people know about USD because most of the things online you are paid using USD, but it depends. So from there, now you have to understand that these pairs they are traded different time of the day. It depends with where you are coming from. And in my case, I'm in Kenya, so I'll be using the Kenyan time. Okay, and for example, if you love the pound, I've said pound is the GBP. Okay, let me write you here. If you love the pound pairs, pound, pound pairs in Kenyan time, they are traded from in Kenyan time they are traded from 11. The market is open from 11. The best time to trade this market is 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. By this time, you should be already on your laptop. You should be already up. You know which pairs you're trading. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I don't know why it is not there again. From 11 a.m. to 7 Yes, yes, like that. So whenever you're trading the pound pair, be on your laptop from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And these pound pairs, they can be GPP USD, they can be you can have GPP and SD. As long as you have the pound pair, be on your desk from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. because during this time it is where the market is very volatile. Like there is a lot of volume, so many people are trading. Like in Kenya, the banks are open in a simple form. The banks are open, so it is easier to trade during this time. Okay, and on the other countries, maybe during that time they are asleep. So that is why I'm saying, when you're in Kenya and you're trading the pound pair, be around, uh, be around on your laptop from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. You have already analyzed and you know what is happening. Okay, and somebody may have a question, what if I want to trade a major pair and a major pair? Like GPP is a major pair and USD is also a major pair. What do you do? For example, you want to trade GPP USD. You see GBP is a major pair and again USD is also a major pair. What do? You have to that is why I'm saying their session. So during the pound session, the pound is very volatile, and for USD it falls under the second session because we have four sessions. The second session we have New York, New York. The second session we have New York. I don't know if I've written that name. Then New York, York, the New York session, and under this session, this is the another actively traded market, and it starts from 4 4 p.m. 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. midnight, up to 12 midnight. And these pairs they include anything about USD you can trade during that time. So you see, if you are trading like GPP USD during the London session, okay, on the New York session, it is not that volatile because most of the market they're closing, but it is not like entirely closing. Only that there is not a lot of volume during that time, and in the New York session, you'll find that now the USD it has a lot of volume, and you'll find like it is easier to trade during that time, like the market will not be consolidating a lot. Okay, from there we have, and again in New York session, you can trade any major pairs, but at least find a pair like that is not volatile. Like for example, you can trade maybe Audi USD because the USD is good for the New York. You can trade USD card, GBP USD. At least you understand what I'm saying. So the third session, we have Tokyo. Tokyo. We have Tokyo session, and this one the market opens from 2 a.m. I know most of us are asleep by then to 10 a.m. I'm using the Kenyan time, but maybe if you're from somewhere outside Kenya, you can use your your time from your country. Now during this time, these pairs they include JPY pairs. And by the way, if you're a beginner, don't try JPY. Try like don't try JPY pairs. Try at least the pairs that they're not volatile. Then you can upgrade with time. But don't try with JPY pair because even the pips calculation of the pips is different from the other pairs. Okay. So during this time, you can trade the JPY pairs. As long as they have JPY, they can move quickly. Like there's a lot of volume, so you can trade the JPY pairs. And the last session, because I don't want the video to be long, we have the Sydney. We have the Sydney Sydney session. And in this market, it starts from 11 p.m. 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. This one again is suitable for those people maybe who are working during the day and at night maybe they want to look at the chat, but I know most of the time 11 p.m. I think most of the time people are asleep by that time. So that is those are the four sessions, and you have to know which one suits you. Like for example, there's those people who work during the day, like they work from let's say maybe from 8 a.m. Like they work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You see, sometimes it's very hard for those people who are working during this time to trade during the day, but at least they can have at least time so that they can look the chart during the night and they place the trade. But at least I wanted you to understand the major pairs used in the forex market and when to trade them, and to understand that we have four major sessions and we have eight major pairs traded in the forex market, but there are so many pairs, only that the major pairs that they are commonly used, they are these ones. Okay. Now I love the London session because it favors me during this time. It starts from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I love the London and the New York session. First, the London session, at least I will have already done my work. The kids are in school. There's not a lot of noise during that time, and at least I can just have time to look at the trade. During the day, I can just move around, do whatever I want to do, and during the night at around 11 p.m., I'm asleep. Like I love like the London session, it favors me a lot, and that is why I love the pound pairs. So I hope that this video will help you. At least you get to understand the major pairs and how they are traded. Okay. Okay. If you have any question, you can comment down below which pairs that you think you are comfortable with. You can trade and what you feel like. Which pair do you love the most? So thank you for watching today's video, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.